So thank you for a wonderful opportunity. Really, I have enjoyed myself so much. I never imagined, and I always love to come to India, but this is really, I know that I've been in operations and human resources, but when I really found the coaching community, this is my tribe. And I really enjoy every conference that I go to. That since I've joined ICF is always amazing. This is incredibly special. Congratulations to the conference team and everybody that put this on. The content, everything was well done. The food is amazing. And thank you for all the translators. As I was going through the buffet, I'm like, what is this? What is that? What is this? Also, I learned, how's the Josh? How's the Josh, right? That's it, right? So what are you supposed to say? Josh. How's the Josh? Hi, sir. How's the Josh? Hi, sir. I'll take that with me. So wanted to leave you with some, hopefully some insights. Wanted to also leave you with the future of our profession. As the largest representative of professional coaches in the world, we have a responsibility. We're building great capabilities, and it's because of you, our members. We want to leave you with information. We want to make sure that you continue to be successful in your careers, to grow the profession. We know that AI is here. It's going to stay. I'm going to give you some idea of what's being done with AI. Use it to your advantage. Don't ignore it. We're going to have to embrace it if you haven't embraced it already. In fact, during this conference, I downloaded ChatGPT on my phone. I have it on my computer, but I downloaded it. I have the app now because I think it's going to make our world better. And we're just going to grow and do the things that we want and let technology. Remember when we were young, we were going to think, we thought that robots were going to take over the world. They probably still will. But I think that if you think of automation, how much easier is our world because of it? We're doing things that we want to do much more so. So with that, wanted to also thank all the chapters of ICF, obviously our host chapter, ICF Pune, the wonderful job you've done, the wonderful event and the venue. Also, we have partnered with NHRD, and we're very thrilled because they represent the HR communities throughout India. And I think it's a wonderful partnership and a collaboration. Coaching is a natural extension of human resources, and we're thrilled that we are able to really go beyond coaches and really touch the HR communities and be able to collaborate more. So we're thrilled about that. Wanted to also tell you a little about kind of the vision that we have at ICF, and obviously we have a room full of mostly members, but we want to be an integral part of transforming societies, and we don't take that lightly. We know that coaching has an impact on the world. One person at a time can change the world, lives, and what we do is so important. It's probably one of the most rewarding things I've ever done when you coach someone and there's an aha moment when they thank you for what you've done. And sometimes you're like, all I really did was paraphrase. All I really did was listen, or ask a question. But many times you change people's lives and you don't even realize what you're doing. So that's an incredibly noble profession that we are so fortunate to be in. And then advanced coaching excellence, impact, and value worldwide. We're always looking for ways to provide you with the support and the need, and obviously empowering organizational, being member focused, making sure that we reach you and we give you what you need so that you can develop yourself as a coach and thrive in the profession. We make presentations like these all the time. We're evaluating what the world of work is going to be like. We like to be forward or future focused. So we know that the world of work is changing. Globalization is affecting what we do, automation, AI. The culture, demographics are changing, multi-generations, working side by side. And we heard that in some of the sessions. Also, new generations are coming in and almost expecting to work remotely. We know that traffic can be challenging in some cities in India. I thought Pune was going to be a nice, small, little town with no traffic. I'm like, there's as much traffic here as there is in Mumbai. And now employers want people back to work, but new generations don't want to go back to work. So we're trying to see if we can continue to be remote or hybrid. So those are the things that we're dealing with. Lots of change. And I think we can help people through that change. Also, there's a lot of work being done around well-being, around mental health. Now more than ever, the stigma of mental health, the stigma of people dealing with their issues is lessening. There's still some of that, but we need to integrate that. The other thing is ESG, environmental, social, and governance. Especially the young generations are asking employers, what are you doing? What is your social responsibility? I want to work for an organization that I can be aligned. My mission, my personal mission, is aligned to the mission of the organization. And I don't know about you, but in my generation, I worried about how much they were going to pay, how stable the job was. I really didn't ask about, am I going to like the job? I figured I'd like it. But now, you've got to make it interesting for me. And if you don't, I'm going to find an employer that will. Again, I think that we can help with that, and we see that in organizations all the time. So there's new requirements. We know we've got to be resilient, authentic, transparent. We talk about that as leaders. You have to make sure that you're inclusive. We have to be literate in the digital world, because if not, we're not going to survive. And we need to adapt. We may not like it, but we need to experience it, get exposed to it. And we're reimagining the workplace. We have to find purpose. We have to find, certainly there's issues with the economy, currency fluctuations, and then in general well-being. The power of coaching, really, it is very powerful. So we accelerate, we boost performance, we support change initiatives. So much of what we do has a tremendous impact on the world, and we can have a tremendous impact on the world of work. That's where I think we see that there's tremendous potential. You've done a great job of working with individuals. There's a lot of work to be done within organizations, whether it's creating coaching capabilities internally, whether it's providing coaching as an external coach. And in addition, we have a lot of work to do around managers and leaders using coaching skills. We're really excited about that, because we know that, as I said this morning, leaders can't coach their own employees, but they can use coaching skills to be better and more effective leaders. And that's an important part of so much of what we do can be so relevant to the development of leaders within organizations, and we can be more productive and more profitable as a result of that. So we've conducted a study with Human Capital Institute, and we are defining what it is to create a coaching culture. As you see here, employees and senior leaders value coaching. Leaders and coaches receive coach-specific training. Anyone involved in coaching should get coach-specific training. I've run into several individuals who are like, yeah, I'm coaching my senior leaders. I said, so tell me about the program you attended. Well, I took an 8-hour course that showed me how to coach. And I was like, okay. How's it going for you? So we need to protect the profession. We need to protect the methodology that we have gone through. Credentials are very important. I've met very experienced coaches that are not credentialed, and that's okay. But I think that it's important to really think about it. It's a proud moment for me. I brought some pins, and I'm so thrilled to have been able to provide, because you should, those of you that are credentialed should be very proud of the tremendous achievements that you've made. Dedicated budget for coaching, and then leveraging the 3 modalities. And we're talking about external coaching, internal coaching, and managers and leaders using coaching skills. And then I think one of the most important ones is making coaching available to everyone. Not just the senior leadership team, not directors and above, but everyone from the senior leadership team all the way to the entry-level positions. And finding a way, the scalability of coaching, I think technology can help us with that. So in the survey, we asked what levels receiving coaching. 81% senior leaders, high potentials. Certainly we know that's a tremendous impact, like 60%. Mid-level, 58%, and then entry-level is relatively low at 30%. Generations, we see here Gen Z's 29%, Gen X 31%, baby boomers. We're kind of on our way to retirement, so we're like, do we really need coaching? Well, maybe we do. But we see there that millennials are at 37%. In fact, some of the millennials said, not only do I negotiate salary, but I negotiate when am I going to get a coach, as I said earlier. And then location, it's pretty similar, depending on the location. I'll have this presentation available. You can have it. I'll send it to all of you. And then how is coaching being used within organizations by external coaches? It's more leadership development and communication skills. Internal coaches, it's more increased engagement, leadership development as well. And then managers and leaders are using it to improve their communication, develop their leadership skills, improve teamwork. You know, we see also a lot of, as we heard today in many of the presentations, team coaching, group coaching. It's really exciting where coaching it's finding itself. And more importantly, I think we need to find coaching or coaching skills in everything we do, in all conversations. So we're seeing it from a micro to a macro perspective. So from one-on-one coaching all the way to teams, in organizations, personal relationships, communities. You know that many times, especially if you do executive coaching or business coaching, a lot of personal issues surface. And many times you help with relationship issues. And that's okay, because we're really working with the entire person. We can't segment, and we have to work with everyone. We want to make sure most employers want employees to feel good about themselves in and out of work. Because what happens when you have issues at home? You can't leave them at home. You bring them to work. And we've got to deal with them. And maybe you deal with them through other people. So we want to make sure that we address those issues. Also wanted to tell you a little about, we have the ICF Thought Leadership Institute. This is a family organization that is dedicated to finding out what's going to happen in the future and if we are ready. This is available to you as members. So if you go on to members, you go through Thought Leadership all the way to the right. They have a digital library that has articles that are available to you. Even if you're not a member, these articles are available. So I encourage you to go there if you haven't. You can go to thoughtleadership.org. And there are articles around casting a vision for human-AI hybrid coaching practice. How do you incorporate that AI into your coaching practice? What can you do? Transforming the professional development landscape through blended support. Purpose-driven business, maximize human ingenuity and tackle global challenges. So there are a number of things. AI-powered tools to elevate personalized coach training and skills development. So this is getting you ready to the future. And I went ahead and summarized some of the articles and what AI is doing and how it's really improving the profession. And what we do is by summarizing topics, analyzing data, and prompting reflection. So you can use that to become a better coach and provide support to your coachees. Scheduling, coach-client matching, client onboarding, measuring the impact of coaching, what's the ROI, is being done by AI. Algorithms that analyze coaching conversations, how much time you talk, how much time you listen. Isn't that nice to say, well, you probably talked too much, you probably interrupted too much. Making you a better eye contact, presence. Ovida, I don't know if you've heard of a company called Ovida. You send them, obviously you have to get approval by your client, but you send the coaching conversation, and it comes back with a report making you a better coach. That's a great use of technology. Replicates basic coaching conversations, Coach Hub, and then Ezra is doing reminds, nudges, small-like conversations. So it's enhancing what we're doing as coaches. And then wanted to leave you with, so we know that awards are not important, right? We have awards, and we recognize best in class. And this is a way to really demonstrate the impact that coaching is having on the organization. These are staggering statistics. So we have the Coaching Impact in Organizations Award. At the local level, chapters, countries have PRISM Awards. But here's some food for thought. AstraZeneca, managers and leaders using coaching skills at a cost savings of $4 million US. If you can go to the senior leadership team and say, I'm going to implement an initiative that's going to save $4 million, do you think they'll listen? They're probably going to say, really? What? Huh? How? Intel coaching program ROI contributes $1 billion US to operating margins. And if you read we have case studies of all the award winners on our website. You can see how they calculated those numbers. I think you all know TCS. Over 100 coaches, 6,000 employees with measurable results. And there's some of those results on the case study. Saudi Telecom, Strategic Framework for Economic Transformation and Growth. So they are aligned with Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030, and they're using coaching to help them get to their goals or meet their goals. ITA, 252% ROI on training, $550,000 US in cost savings. So it's the return on investment in addition to cost savings. Cleveland Clinic, $84 million cost savings. They were able to save physicians from leaving the organization. Had a huge turnover of physicians, very hard to replace. Cleveland Clinic is very well known for their medical excellence. They implemented coaching, and they were able to save a significant amount of money. And then SAP, $2.6 million cost savings at a 289% ROI. So these are measurable, these are pretty impactful things, and this is what we as coaches can do. We can really change not only the lives, we make organizations more profitable, we make people more engaged, more committed. So we should be very, very proud of the work that we do. So thank you. Thank you very much for everything you do. Continue to do the great work that you do. It's a pleasure to be here. And thank you for having me. I've really enjoyed the time that I've been here. Do we have time for a few questions? Any questions? I know I'm between you and tea and and traffic. But I welcome any comments or... No, are we ready to go? So if we are, thank you. Thank you very much.